Dan from Long Island on the instant feedback. Hey, Howard Stern imitators, who shall remain nameless? Why won't Hollywood Howie mention you guys?
Yeah, obviously he doesn't want to. Some apparent reason he could mention everybody else's name when he has a problem with them. Ever heard him back down from mentioning Imus or DeBella or Mancow or any one of the other numbers of radio personalities that are on the air that he said sucked and have no talent and everything else, but he mentions them. For some weird reason, our names are not mentioned. Everyone knows who the hell he's talking about.
We're flattered. That means we're not in the same category as the true imitators of your show.
No, I guess he mentioned the other people's names because he figured people would tune over, listen, and go, oh, he's right, they do suck, and then come back to him.
Right.
But for some reason, he won't mention our names. Interesting. Give me a sea breeze, Rob.
KJ from Queens. He was blatantly dissing you guys today and didn't even have the balls to mention your names.
That's good.
Well, thank you, Mr. Imus. We appreciate that.
That's good. Yeah, that's it.
How you doing? It's 2:53 on the Fan. This is Howard Stern.
Looking a little familiar, isn't it? Watch your own movie, man.
Get out of here. I don't care.
All right, let's go to the phone.
F you.
See what people are saying today. 212-757-1027. Jeff, you're next on NEW. What's going on today?
Yo, man, I heard Howie this morning was dissing you.
Yeah, and we were told...
He wasn't saying your name or nothing. He was just saying the two boys.
And we were told we're not allowed to talk about him, throwing a tantrum and crying like a little baby.
Oh, because we all got to be team players.
And kicking us out of his little press conference.
There you go.
We got to be team players.
We delayed his press conference 20 to 30 minutes because he had to get us out of the room.
Yeah.
I got another thing for you.
What were you afraid of, Howard? We were just sitting there to check it out. The company told us to be team players, so we went down to check it out. That's it. He thought we had this big, huge plan that we were going to try to disrupt his press conference.
No,
He went over you guys quick.
It's been done.
No, that's fine. I don't know what he was scared about. I don't know why he had to cry like a baby to our boss. We weren't going to do anything.
I think you boys are getting set up at going to California, though.
Well, whatever. Thank you, Jeff.
You got it.
And then in the paper, he takes a jab at NEW, calling us all imitators of his show.
Yeah.
He's the biggest rip-off artist there is. His brand new Son of the Beach TV show. I think I've seen that done a couple times, Howie.
Police Squad,
airplane movies. Are you going to acknowledge that?
I'm ripping them off.
Hey, he doesn't say he's ripping off the Zucker brothers and Abrams from the airplane movies and Police Squad.
That show is an embarrassment, too. Don't even listen to what you read. That thing will never make it. FX should be ashamed they picked it up. Every other station, every other TV company in America said no to that thing, including our own company, CBS.
And we're supposed to be team players and not talk about it or anything. But we weren't. We didn't yesterday. We weren't going to today. But if he gets on the air and starts talking, I don't want to hear no names were mentioned because, goddamn it, you know who the hell he's talking about. So what, are we supposed to sit here like a couple of pussies? I'm tired of it.
The funny thing is the company thinks we're not team players.
I invented television.
So we figured, what the hell, let's break the ice. We'll go to his press conference. We were invited as a radio station.
Yeah,
so
we have the proper credentials and everything.
We went down
in
there.
The back.
We're like, okay, the company doesn't think we're team players. Howard's doing a press conference. I want to check it out. So we sat in the back row. We didn't even make a scene.
No, we weren't going to sit up front and try to make a big scene. We were in back. Like you're at a camera range or anything. If we wanted to start a scene, don't you think we'd sit up front where the cameras were or something? No, we just wanted to sit there. Excuse me, Howard is a celebrity, in New York City and the country. He's a celebrity. It's newsworthy. We're down there checking it out. Not for long.
No.
Wasn't long before Mr. Security Man
escorted us out in front of everyone. Made us look like two complete idiots.
I invented the press conference, Rob.
You guys should have saw the looks we got when we were getting escorted out.
That was guys. Just
like we were the scourge of society, and we weren't even going to do anything. We just wanted to show our support.
And the guy that made a career out of sending people to press conferences, laughing his ass off as Stuttering John goes into press conferences and just disrupts the whole thing. And he would just laugh. And if anybody else threw Stuttering John out, what would Howard say? Oh, those pussies can't take it. Don't want to face me? Don't want to face John? Don't want to face... Oh, you throw him out. Yeah, what's the matter? You can't take it, you pussy? We were just sitting there to watch. He got right on the phone and had us thrown out. Thrown out. I invented a pussy, Robin. The lunch sucked anyway. Half a dry roast beef sandwich. Jesus Christ. Thrown out like the trash that we are.
Made us feel good. As we attempted to be team players yesterday. Didn't work.
Little support. You know, sitting down there. We were talking to the girl from Fox News. You know, looking at Penny Crone's face fall. You know, we were just having a little fun. That's all. Wanted to just hang out. You know what the funniest part of the whole thing is? They escort Opie and I out of the building, out of the Plaza Hotel.
They wouldn't even allow us to leave on our own. They had to make sure we were going to be out.
And inside, unbeknownst to them, seated is Psycho Mark, who didn't get thrown out because they didn't know who he was. But the most dangerous man in media history, Psycho Mark, was sitting there the entire press conference. With our PD right over his shoulder, making sure he didn't say anything.
That's the funny part about that whole thing, because they probably were all relieved, like, oh, thank God, those guys
are Opie and Anthony are out of here. They were going to cause a scene.
Everyone can calm down now. The trouble is gone.
There it is, Psycho Mark in the middle of the pack of reporters. I think at one point, though, Psycho Mark did stand up and go, hey, Imus, hey, Imus. But that was after we were thrown out. We just wanted to hang, team players, little support for Howie and his little TV show and everything. Because he's going to need all the support he could get for that piece of crap. And what kind of thanks do we get? What kind of thanks? What audience would he think would watch a show like that? Maybe basically men?
Men 18 to 49.
18 to 49? Well, who's the number one show in Afternoon Drive for men 18 to 49?
That would be Mike and the Mad Dog?
Absolutely, Mike and the Mad Dog.
No, we're beating that. No, we don't want that out there.
No. You know, I think if everybody wasn't so goddamn paranoid, that, sure, we might even watch it, talk about it, and maybe bring some more people to his little TV show. But, F it.
He didn't want us there.
We couldn't sit there. We couldn't even sit to watch the trailer. They threw us out before they even rolled the trailer.
Didn't want us there. He was paranoid we were in the audience. I'm quite flattered by that. I'm sure if Scott and Todd were there, he wouldn't have made a huge stink.
Wouldn't have thrown them out.
Of course not.
Anyone else? Imus.
Mike and the Mad Dog. Gotta thank you, Howard, for letting me stay. I saw you throw out Opie and Anthony, those two lowlives. I like the show. Nothing better than watching a little tight gash in a bikini.
So that's what happened yesterday.
That's it. You're right. We weren't going to say anything, but, I mean, we can't sit back like idiots while one side gets to lambaste us. It's just the way it is.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Andy, can we give away a few of these? Because we definitely got to move on here. O&A talking out their ass. No, we're not.
All right.
We just talk the truth.
Talking out our ass. Isn't that funny? You just say what happens, yet we're talking out our ass.
Bob, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right,
I called
Bob.
you guys before. You guys know my voice.
Yeah, of course.
I know. You trash us all the time.
Now, without just being an idiot puppet, explain your point.
All right, here's my point. And please, I won't curse, so don't... I've called you guys in the past. You know that.
Yes.
I listen to you a lot. I work and I listen to you guys all day.
Okay.
I listen to Howard my whole life.
Yes.
You guys 100% steal bits. And I'm not talking about borrowed bits. I'm talking about you take exact incidents that he has done, bits he's done.
Like?
What? I can name a million of them. You want a couple?
Give us a couple of examples of how we've done exactly what Howard has done.
You guys had a guy in there one time, and you had another guy eat a Twinkie out of his ass, I'll say, if that's allowed. flight to Jackie eating the marshmallows out of another guy.
That never happened.
No one happened. I'm telling you, I heard it on your show. And
Who ate a Twinkie out of?
You guys had the two freaks come in. The one guy had to eat marshmallows out of the or a Twinkie.
That's not true.
It is true. I heard it.
I'll tell you what happened. We had a big fat girl come in and sit on a cake, and a guy had to eat cake off her ass for tickets. Now, if you want to, in some convoluted way, try to make it like that's exactly what Howard did, then Howard invented breathing and walking, too?
No, that's being... you guys,
well, you're being a little vague.
I'm not being vague. You guys are telling me that you don't see any resemblance to your show to his show.
A resemblance? Sure.
How about like an identical twin resembles his brother?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I could bring up stuff that he flat out took from us.
Name one.
All right.
You'll never convince him.
No, it's not. That's not true.
Remember the time Howard and the crew were wearing Depends until someone leaked?
Yeah.
Ant and I did that bit.
In Boston
3 days before he did. And we had all our listeners pound his fax machine, yelling and screaming.
I know. You guys listen to it probably as much as I do.
I'm just saying. It works both ways.
But true?
Probably did.
Anthony, I still hear you mention every show he does every day. Now, honestly...
Whoa, Bob,
go ahead.
Please, now listen to me for a second.
I will listen to you.
If you want to say that I am not up until he's off the air. I get up probably 9:30. I go right to the computer and start trading stocks.
Anthony,
I don't listen.
Yesterday you mentioned stuff he said on his show.
Like what?
Yeah, with and I know you said it again today with the sea breeze. Yesterday you mentioned him talking about California. Now, you're not hearing the show or somebody's giving you a transcript of the show?
No, I'm hearing from other people around the station that go, what a fag, he's drinking sea breezes. Sure. I hear that, but no, I
Bob, trust me when I tell you, I've known Anthony for a long time. The guy, it's not possible for Ant to get up there.
I'm not up. I'm not up to listen.
Please understand. It's not that you're not going to convince me.
Do people feed us a line or two around here that they might have heard him say? Sure, of course. I'm not going to lie. But I haven't listened to his show in a very long time. I checked him out right after he announced the whole separation thing. Definitely. And I went on there and said it was some of the best radio he's done since like.
And I remember you saying that.
Since like '88.
But I remember you saying that and saying that he needed higher ratings. I remember you saying that.
Needed higher ratings?
No, you said it like this guy needs anything else to talk about. He has such high ratings. Now his ratings are even higher. You were complimenting him.
I've complimented Howard enough, and we're sick and tired of, like, hearing Howard cry about us.
So no one else can do radio in New York
except
Howard.
That's not true, but I'm saying it's like singing I Want to Hold Your Hand and saying you wrote it. You guys do exactly what he does.
That's not a fact.
I listen. I tell you, I listen to you all the time.
Bob, you're delusional if you
I'm not delusional.
No, listen to me.
Listen to my whole life.
Listen to me.
Exactly, and that's why you think like
Anthony,
this.
I thought you were getting divorced because you got divorced.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean it.
I'm really taking it a little far. To tell you the truth, when he announced that he was being separated and no one knew before that, I'm like, Jesus Christ. At that point, I'd been out of my house for about 2 months.
So
I'm
like, copying you?
Yeah, right. No, the fact of the matter is, I didn't say anything, and when he announced it, I'm like, great. Now, if I do announce it, people are going to say, oh, yeah,
him off.
I invented the voice, Robin.
Opie, you remember you got on, you were saying how Man-Cow is stealing your stuff. That's what Howard always said.
But Man-Cow did. He stole Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Dude.
So what? Just because something really happens, we can't talk about it?
It kills
You're saying it in the exact manner that he says it.
Bob, I'm going to hang up on you if you don't allow us to have a conversation with you.
I'm listening to you.
First of all, you're delusional if you think Howard was the first to do this type of radio. He has all you guys brainwashed thinking that he invented all this stuff. Well, I almost cursed. This crap has been going on a lot longer than Howard.
I used to drive in 83, 84 when he first came around. I listened to the radio morning, noon, and night. I drove for 10 hours a day.
There were guys doing...
There was nobody around me.
There were guys doing lesbian stuff before.
I promise you, I was fanning the radio. That's why I listened to you guys.
There were guys doing lesbian radio before Howard. I know that's hard for you to swallow, but it's true. If you want to do some research, Look up Steve
Not
Dahl.
that important to me. It's just that it's very evident that you guys are doing exactly what he does.
If you should have all the facts, though.
But you guys used to make fun of him with the lesbians, and now you have lesbians in there every day.
I never made fun of that.
You definitely did, and I heard it with my own ears. I'm not hearing it secondhand.
With this guy's logic, though, it's like saying, oh my God, look, one baseball player's ripping off another one because he goes out there and hits home runs.
Well, but what I'm saying is one baseball player is copying another player's style when he crunches down like Joe Morgan. That's what I'm saying. You're taking an exact style. Exact. No different.
That's not true. That's your opinion.
No, you're going to tell me that...
Well, Bob, I don't even have to defend our show. All I know is there's enough people out there that listen to us and know what the deal is, that we do come up with a ton of original stuff. End of conversation.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
You don't hear it because you're one of the Howard guys, and that's fine.
That's not true. I laugh at a lot of things.
I hope our listeners defend us as much as you defend Howard.
I know.
I appreciate that, but it's not true. It's not true.
They cite stuff. I've been hearing Howard do it. They cite stuff, and I say Howard did this.
Howard's made a career, years and years, of getting people to believe everything he says. And when he says that people are ripping him off and he invented this and blah, 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 people are going to buy it, and you're one of those types of people that just steadfast believe it.
These guys holding up the signs and and the
hey, dude, how about
that's all Stuttering John.
Dude, how about Butt Bongo Fiesta?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember Butt Bongo?
I remember it well.
Call Howard and ask him where he got the idea from.
Butt Bongo.
Where did he get the idea?
Not us, but not us.
No, but see if he'll be honest with you.
But where I haven't got time to call him.
Ask him.
He's always busy when I call.
Ask him, dude. Ask him if he used to get tapes from Chicago and get copies of Steve Dahl's radio show. Just ask him.
You had mentioned Steve Dahl before.
We're honest on this radio show. Ask him those two questions. See if you get a real answer. You won't.
I couldn't even get in touch with the guys.
You won't.
Listen, I don't believe you.
Hey, Bill, what's up?
I listen
I was listening to Stern the day that he heard about Butt Bongo Fiesta and said he wanted to do it on the air.
Yeah, it was 2 DJs up in Maine.
Yeah, I heard it the day he did that.
I remember that one because I was listening too.
That
was back when he was still funny.
And then he took it as his own and...
No, this guy just said he acknowledged it and said, I want to do that.
Yeah, and he ripped it off.
Bob. And ripped it off, and then after that, he made it his own. That was it.
And now if anybody else does Butt Bongo Fiesta, he's going to sit there going, oh, I invented that, Robin.
Right.
There's one of your guys.
The guy hasn't been original since Kinnison.
You guys finally had balls enough to actually put me through, I'll give you that. You always hang up and say, oh, you can't curse, and I've never cursed.
No, because because you come on and then you tell, I know who
you don't want to discuss.
You tell a story and then you jump in with a Baba Booey and Stern
I never
Rules.
said Baba Booey in my life.
And after a while, it gets stupid and boring, man.
No, but you pawn it off and say you hung up because I cursed because you want to look like you're honest. And I've never cursed, and you always say, oh, you can't curse, man. Right or wrong?
Well, we let you through to disgusting because you don't want to talk.
But right or wrong, what I
you're
just said is
discussing.
Right or wrong, is that what
I would have to hear a tape. I don't know.
Come on, man. You know you're not doing it by...
I'm being honest.
We hang up on plenty of people and dump out of their curses on a daily basis.
I wouldn't call to curse, so I wouldn't get on the radio. I call for the goof factor.
All right, Bob.
You know, and you guys go ahead, keep copying. I'll keep listening when there's nothing else on the radio.
Well, thank you, Bob. At least we got
every day.
That's true.
Okay.
Every day.
Hey, Bill.
With the train.
Bill, thank you.
No problem.
All right, man.
Bye.
There you go.
Don't know why we entertained that for as long as we did.
Whatever. I know the faithful listeners know that we do enough original stuff on this show. That's all that matters. I don't care. We work too hard to be labeled that, and you know, Howard gets to say that in the paper today, and we're told we can't say a word about it.
So unless you're on the air just segging tunes or doing news or, I don't know, I guess that's it. Unless you're segging tunes or just a news broadcaster, you're ripping off Howard. Right.
But the fact is, we were thrown out of his press conference when we were trying to be team players because the company told us to be team players. So we figured we'd make the first move. Mm-hmm. I even tried to get into his birthday party. Thought it'd be cool just to hang. Wasn't going to disrupt it. Mm-hmm. We weren't allowed to do that either.
No.
So
keeping us at distance.
But we definitely try to be team players. We do work for the same company.
Yeah.
But it was a big deal that we were at his press conference yesterday. Such a big deal. What is he scared of?
I don't know. We're not even in the same day park.
All right, back to the Smashing Pumpkins that I'm jamming on the way to work. We got how many want to give away? Like 3? All right, we'll give the new Smashing Pumpkins CD, the Machine of God, to the 10.